Uh, Good morning to all. After a long time, I'm trying to explain to you on a topic called control and coordination. This is in class 10 of Karnataka state syllabus and chapter number 7. In this particular chapter, you will study some important concepts like how different living beings, including plants and animals, of course, including human beings, control their various functions and how they are coordinated. If you think of very small organisms, control and coordination comes within the single cell. If you look at plants which are stationary, control and coordination comes at the tips of the plants or at the most in the central region of the growing parts. But in case of animals, where animals move from place to place and encounter a danger, and they will have to have a better control and coordination system. For that purpose, there is a definite way in which control is done by a special organ. In higher animals, it is called the brain, and coordination takes place with the help of other living systems, especially in human beings. It is called the endocrine system. So, many functions what we see in the animals and plants today are nothing but responses to the stimuli that they have outside their body. There may be heavy rainfall, maybe a very bad day with a very bright light, or all these things plants do respond in some way or the other. Animals will have to run for food, they have to protect themselves. All these are functions controlled by various organs and various systems. We shall study these things in detail in the particular chapter. In this PPT, I have shown stimuli and responses. Seed germination is a response to the stimuli what the seeds will get it. They may get water, they may get a little heat, and then the seeds start germinating. And seedling coming out from the seed, and seedling as it comes, it moves upwards and pushes the soil, and the roots go downwards. These are all the various kinds of responses given to the stimuli by the living plant. Roots always grow towards the center of the earth. Leaves and flowers also formation takes place. These are all the various responses to the stimuli outside. Falling of leaves and then ripening of fruits, they are all examples of various types of activities that goes on inside the plant due to the control and coordination by various chemical methods called auxins or hormones. You take another example, a cat running, children playing, cows chewing, going away from dangerous situations. These are all various activities animals do, human beings do. And these activities are again due to the stimuli we get from outside. For example, when we find some danger is coming to us, we run away from that. So that means to say, any stimulus that is good or bad for us, for that there will be a quick response, and that will be in the form of any activity. But these activities are taken care by a group of systems which are either the neural system or the endocrine system. Now all this together we call this control and coordination. Such activities require many systems in plants and animals. We shall briefly study here about control and coordination in human beings. This is especially important to us because we are human beings, we deal with these things every day. Nervous system and endocrine system are two different systems which help in controlling and coordinating various activities right from the embryo in the mother's womb until we go to the last part of our journey, that is called death. From birth to death, a large number of activities will be going on. They are all controlled by nervous system and the endocrine system in addition to many other systems. Then the brain is the one that controls all functions in the human beings. Whereas endocrine system coordinates all the different activities within the system. We shall study that in detail by next week. Let's say the human brain is made up of billions of small cells called nerve cells. They are known as neurons. Information from outside is received by sense organs like eyes, ears, skin, nose, mouth and tongue. And these receptor organs send the information as electrical impulses or neural impulses to the brain, and inside the brain neurons analyze and send signals as electrical or chemical signals through synapses, a place where two different neurons meet. I will explain that in the next class. And they send the signals to the target organs. Example, if I want to give you, if you touch or if you see bright light, immediately light will fall on the eyes. Eyes immediately will send the information to the brain and the eyelids will close, and that kind of action happens. If you are hungry, you want to eat, and definitely your brain will send you information. You will pick anything that is available for eat and drink, you drink it. All these are the examples of stimulus and response given by various activities of the human body, and that takes place by means of brain, which controls most of the activities. Whatever I explained to you is in the Chapter-7 in page 1 and 2. I have given some 5 questions here which we call quiz. Try to answer them. 1. What do you understand by the term control and coordination? You must explain that. Control and coordination refers to the various responses given by the living organisms depending upon the stimuli they get from the environment. Which factors of the ecosystem requires response from living system? Which factors of the ecosystem require responses from a living system? Almost every stimuli from the ecosystem require a response from the living being. Some of them are important, some of them are not very important. What is the function of the nervous system? Nervous system helps in controlling all the functions of the human body. In what way endocrine system helps to give responses to the stimuli? Endocrine glands produce hormones. Endocrine glands coordinate the various functions within the system. And for example, if the sugar level increases in the blood, then a large amount of insulin is produced and sugar is controlled. List the sensory organs of human and explain their functions. 5 sensory organs you must remember: eyes, ears, nose, mouth, tongue and skin. you must try to explain the functions of each one of them. After all, you read books, you go to school, you want to do many things in order to get good marks. That is an important goal you have. How to get good marks? Here is some advice to you. First, listen to teacher properly inside the class. Read your lesson when you go home. Try answering questions given by the teacher or which is present in the textbook at the end of the lesson. Try answering all the questions given in the book. Write your answers. Repeat reading, listening to YouTube if you can, read lesson and write answers. Reading, listening, writing, repeating are important learning skills. If you learn and if you practice these skills, you are definitely going to get good marks in the examination. Next lesson on in the chapter 7 will be on reflex action. I will explain that to you. Credits, I use the state textbook for writing this particular lesson. I thank you for watching this video.